What's up, guys? It's Frank, and this is Graybird Garage. So today, we got a project going on outside. I have Amy's Jeep outside, the 2014 JKU Polar Edition, known as Shady Lady. And last week, we had the Jeep in the shop, and we were doing the exhaust on the Jeep. That came out great, still sounds great, looks great. But we were going to do the Armorlite flooring that we picked up for it, but something came up. Well, that came up anyway. But now that that's here, we're all good. It's another day off. We're gonna go ahead and get to work on the Armorlite flooring. So let me show you what we got. So this is the flooring system that we're putting in. It's by Armorlite. It is really, really high quality stuff. You can see it has the drain holes, the drain plug holes already cut out, and it has much more padding than the factory carpeting does. This stuff is rainproof, waterproof, mudproof, you name it, it can go on this and it cleans up really nice. So that's the rear section. And this is the front passenger section. And that's the front driver's side section. So in order to get this stuff in, the side trim has to come out, and I have to remove the front seats and unbolt the rear seats to get it in. But we got the Jeep outside, and we're gonna get to work on that right now. First things first, move the seat back a little bit so you can see bolts that we have to take out. These are 18mm bolts, I believe. And we have just this regular the Jeep all-weather mats come out. The carpet's not in bad shape, but it's been wet a couple of times from different leaks from the soft top and whatnot, so you know, probably has mold on it. You can smell the mold sometimes, but also have to, before we take the seat out, there's wiring harness underneath there. Wiring harnesses have to be disconnected, so let's get these out, get these bolts out, pull the seat out. Also, before I forget, there's an attachment point for the seat belt over here, and it goes to the seat track. That's got to come out also. That is the T40, I believe. So you get these couple of things out, pull the seat out, and we'll pull that carpet out. Alright, with the seats out of the way, you can see how much more room we have to work with. It'll be a lot easier to get the new flooring underneath here and underneath the console. To get the rest of the flooring in, well, I already started removing some of these trim pieces. Trim removal tool makes it really easy. Get underneath there, pry it up, remove the plugs. And most of these trim pieces will either pop off or move enough so that you can get the flooring underneath them. As long as you can get underneath them by a decent distance, you should have no problem. All right, now that we got all the old carpeting out, it's time to clean this up and install the new flooring. Now the new flooring incorporates these drain holes in it, so I'm gonna go ahead and remove these plugs right now. That's for when you do get water and whatnot in your Jeep and you pull these out and it drains right out. There's one in the rear over there, one in the rear over there, and there's 1, 2, 3 in the front. But the flooring system only exposes one of these, so I'm only going to remove the one. I'm going to keep the other two plugged up until we actually need them. So let's get a shop vac on this and we'll go ahead and put our new flooring in. So you can see we're mostly done with the installation right now. It fits nicely up against the center console. I did end up having to unbolt the center console just to make it move a little bit, but I got that tucked underneath there nice. Over here, your kick panel and your trim is going to go right on top of the flooring. Nice seamless design. And I took this trim piece off because I have to bolt the seat back in, so that has to be able to be moved still. So let's put the seats back in and finish up the installation. All right, guys, so with the seat bolted in and all the trim installed, you can see just how nice this looks. Definitely cleans up the inside. Like I said, this is weatherproof, mudproof, waterproof, everything proof, basically. The hardest part about this installation is getting the factory trim pieces to fit again after you add this flooring, because it does add extra width to the bottom of the Jeep. So these things kind of sit up a little bit funny and you got to really push on them to get them back into place. But you can see we got everything all installed, all good. And the last thing to do before we call it a day is to install our Armorlite drain plugs. And of course we got blue to match the Jeep. And they push right in there like that. And then anytime you need to drain anything, there it is. And there you have it, guys. The flooring went in pretty easily. Armorlite makes a really good product that's not only functional, but looks great too. It provides additional sound deadening. It's weatherproof, waterproof, and allows easy access to the drain holes. So that's pretty cool. They say you can install it without taking the front seats out. I find it much easier to actually just take the front seats out. It's not that difficult to do that. So, you know, hopefully I was able to help you guys out with this installation, and stay tuned because we got more fun stuff coming up for the rest of the season. So see you guys out there.